There's an amazing trade setup here under the dollar yen. We have an entry order here. If you see this video a little later, you could put an entry order here. We are targeting the bottom here. So the break of this low for a possible flat. And then upside, after which we're expecting it to go back down, right? We're looking at a possible flat pattern forming in this area here before it goes down. Now, that is the expectation. If for whatever reason this drops to this level and go back up, we will have to exit this trade. That's called trade management, right? So if the trade doesn't go the way you expect it to go, your job as a trader is to get out of the trade before that happens. Good afternoon, traders. If you've never heard of me, if you've never seen any of my videos, my name is Anil, and please go watch some of the videos on YouTube that I did. What I'll show you today in the next couple of minutes is the yen, the dollar yen, starting from the monthly to this trade that I identified. And then we're going to look at some of the yen pairs. And I hope you get some trades and you enjoy them. So let's start. I'm going to go in the monthly or the weekly. Anyone would work. And if you remember, I've been following this yen all the way for you. Go back, check these dates when I've been showing you that we're expecting this to go up. And then we will expect it to come back down because we're looking at this possibility here. So I'm looking at this somewhere in this area here. The dollar yen will complete the down move. Most likely it could come to about this area, I assume, more or less. And from there, we'll be looking at a possible up move back to retest this stop, because we'll be looking at a possible running flat in this area. So if you've seen my work before, you know the way I look at wave analysis. This is the way that a method that I have created myself to look at wave theory. Totally different from Elliott wave, and it's something I have created. So if you see anything that says wave analysis, wave trader, wave whatever without Elliott in it, that's my work. So what you're looking at is one here, one up, correction downwards, one more up, come back here, go back up. That's a very common pattern. You'll find that almost anywhere in any of the charts that you see. There's a common running flat pattern. Now, how deep this comes is relative. There is no rule to that. So what you do is you trade it down until you start to see divergence at the bottom here. And as you can see, we're starting to see some flattening here, which means we're getting divergence already. That's just an indication that momentum is dying out. That doesn't mean anything. You can see the divergence here, which means we can still go down. Notice we're channeling here. That's a good sign. It's either you're going to totally go back up or we're going to make a much deeper correction, one more drop, and then go. That's how wave analysis looks at patterns on a complex way. Now, let me take a pause here to tell you very quickly. If this is difficult for you, what I'm explaining in terms of the wave analysis of, like all these moves dropping, you can see those were sell setups. We have, this was sell setups. We were selling this thing from the top coming down. So if you're seeing this for the first time, or you've seen a couple of my videos where you're not sure how this method works, you do have a chance to join us live in the London Open and the New York Open. You get to join us live and watch us trade this live. We do live trading. This is one of the only places where you actually get live trading with follow-up. So we take a trade in the morning, we'll follow up with that trade, and we'll tell you what happened to the trade. You would know where you're going to exit the trade, how you're going to manage the trade. So there are three things you need to do very much about a trade when you're trading. Three basic stuff: money management, risk management, and trade management. If you're not doing these three things in your trading, you're setting yourself up for failure. That is just what you would do for the trading itself. I'm not going to the part where you have to do analysis and strategy. I'm just telling you what to do with your trading, right? But if you want to become a trader, you'll first have to learn analysis, how to analyze charts. You'll have to learn how to build strategies. And then you will go to money management, risk management, and trade management. So what we're looking at here now is a strategy of how we enter. I am actually active in this trade already. So most of you will miss this trade when you see this video, but you would see how it works, right? You would see how we take the trade, right? Because actively it's moving already. So I'm positive in that trade. You would see how we're doing, and we can tell you if and when this trade is closed before it gets to the target, and why it's closed, and what we expect it to do next. So If you would like to see how this is done live, send me a Skype message. My Skype is MANGAL 457. Send me a Skype message. Why Skype? Because the details of the message are stored there. So if you do join us in the future and you lost your passwords, your phone, your computer, whatever it is that you can't access it again, you go to Skype, send me a message. We looked at all the past recordings of the conversation we had, and we just add you back to the group immediately, right? So that's kind of stored in Skype for that reason. We don't use Skype for any other reason except for that, right? And it stored all the message. They don't go away. So send me a message. You'll get the details, what and how to join us. Let's go back to the trade. This is an active trade. So on the daily, we're looking at, I showed you the moves in the weekly. Once this move is finished, we will be trading this to the upside. So if you miss all of those sells to the downside because you didn't know what yen was going to do, don't miss the upside. Join us so you wouldn't miss that upside. Now, let's go back to the yen pairs. Put this on the 1 hour, and I'm going to show you some more trade setups we have on the yen pairs themselves. So once yen is moving, you start looking at all the yen pairs. This is the Swiss yen. Notice we have a similar pattern developing here. I'm just going to show you the trade setup. Well, we're not trading the yen, the Swiss yen, although it's coming down, because there's a good chance it might not go very far and then go back up. This might have to do not only with the yen falling, but with the Swiss also falling. If the Swiss starts to fall, this goes back up. If the dollar Swiss starts to fall. So on the CAD yen, we have a similar setup. See these flats here? And we're expecting this to come down, but we don't have a setup for traders yet. You would have to wait for this to give you a flag under here, because this also looks like it can go back up one more. So it will have to drop some more, make a flag here, and then we will consider that a sell. See, these flags like this one, drop, make a correction like that. That was a correction. We'd look for a flag, mostly not a correction, and we'd be looking for a trade to the bottom. New Zealand yen, we have an entry order for this already. This will be tagged very soon, and we're expecting it to come back to this here. That's a trade, right? And then we will see if we go back up, depending on how it comes down, what the pattern looks like, and then downside. We're not going to show you the euro yen because there's nothing much to look at that. It's coming down, but we expect this to probably go up some more, so we're not trading that one. Aussie yen has one of the best patterns, right? When you see this, you're expecting this to come and break through. So we traded this down, we traded this down, we traded this down, we're going to be trading this down. All you need is a flag. Now, some of my traders are already in this trade. They took it from a much more lower time frame. I'm pretty sure about that because we spoke about that this morning. Two of the ways they could have taken the trade is getting an entry there or getting an entry here. Now, what you would wait for is a flag, and it will make a flag. Maybe it will go a little lower, make a flag here, and that would be a safe entry. So if you miss the dollar yen, focus on getting the Aussie, and it's one of the best classical patterns you have here for downside. On the bigger picture, you can expect this to come here. Most likely it will break out of a structure like that. So this trade could be an amazing trade, not one single trade, but maybe 4 or 5 entries to the bottom there, which you would close and re-enter. Let's see if it goes. Just wait for that to happen. Basically, I just wanted to show you the yen pairs. Quick, very short video. I hope you enjoy them. When you do join us, if you join us, you get 2 live sessions. You get the New York Open and the London Open. If you can make only one of those sessions, we give you a recording of a daily webinar, which is everything that you see here. Everything is recorded. Right? You see, I have all these. These are telling what stage the trade is in, or whether it's in the setup, whether it's already active, whether there's a trade setup on it, or if we're just waiting for some kind of a flag or so. So wait for the flag, get the trade. Wish you all the best. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a short video. The longer videos, the weekly one that I do, I will try this week to do a few more of these short videos with single pairs, like either Aussie pairs or New Zealand pairs or the pound pairs. Today, I'm starting with the yen pairs. If you like it, please share, leave a comment. Anything you want to say about the video, leave a comment. Let's know what you think about it. And send me a Skype message. Take care, trade with care. Thank you. Bye.